Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Swadee Krab. Welcome to the relaunching of the Thailand Africa Initiative event. Our today's event will be presided over by His Excellency Mr. Sihasak Phuongketkaew, who will deliver his remarks on the relaunching of the Thailand Africa Initiative. Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, bienvenue à la cérémonie de relance du Thailand Africa Initiative. L'événement d'aujourd'hui est présidé par Son Excellence M. Sihasak Phuongketkaew, qui prononcera ses allocutions sur la relance du Thailand Africa Initiative. First of all, I would like to remind you that English-French simultaneous interpretation headsets are available for the remarks. Please do not hesitate to ask our staff should you require one. Tout d'abord, je souhaite vous rappeler que les casques de traduction simultanée anglais-français sont à votre disposition pour les allocutions. N'hésitez pas à en demander un à notre équipe si vous en avez besoin. The Thailand Africa Initiative, or TAI, serves as a platform to reaffirm Thailand's policy towards Africa, known as the Thailand Africa Initiative, and Thailand's commitment to strengthening relations with the African region in all dimensions. Le Thailand Africa Initiative, ou TAI, sert de plateforme pour réaffirmer la politique de la Thaïlande envers l'Afrique, ainsi que l'engagement de la Thaïlande à renforcer les relations avec la région africaine dans toutes ses dimensions. The Thailand Africa Initiative, first launched in 2013, provides a framework for advancing cooperation between Thailand and African countries. In response to the evolving global and international context, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has refined its approach and reaffirmed its focus on strengthening cooperation in 4 pillars: political cooperation, economic cooperation, development cooperation, and global strategic cooperation. Le Thailand Africa Initiative, lancé pour la première fois en 2013, fournit un cadre destiné à faire avancer la coopération entre la Thaïlande et les pays africains. En réponse à l'évolution du contexte mondial et international, le ministère des Affaires étrangères a ajusté son approche et réaffirmé son objectif de renforcer la coopération autour de 4 piliers: la coopération politique, la coopération économique, la coopération au développement et la coopération stratégique globale. The initiative aims to promote mutual interest between Thailand and Africa in a comprehensive, concrete, sustainable way as fellow developing partners. L'initiative vise à promouvoir les intérêts mutuels entre la Thaïlande et l'Afrique de manière complète, concrète et durable en tant que partenaire en développement. Our today's event is attended by high-level representatives from African countries participating in Thailand Africa Development Forum, or TADF, organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Thailand, and also resident and non-resident African ambassadors accredited to Thailand, the diplomatic corps in Thailand, and representatives of international organizations, as well as relevant stakeholders and the Thai public sectors. L'événement d'aujourd'hui réunit des représentants de haut niveau des pays africains participant au Thailand Africa Development Forum, organisé par le ministère des Affaires étrangères, les ambassadeurs africains résidents et non résidents accrédités en Thaïlande, le corps diplomatique en Thaïlande et les représentants des organisations internationales, ainsi que les parties prenantes des secteurs publics et privés thaïlandais. The Royal Thai government is honored by the presence of His Excellency Mr. Yusof Tuggar, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who pays an official visit to Thailand to strengthen bilateral relations and to express support for the Thailand Africa Initiative, which is aligned with the African Union's Agenda 2063, and as well as Nigeria's national development priorities and those of the African region. Le gouvernement royal thaïlandais est honoré par la présence de son Excellence M. Yusof Tuggar, ministre des Affaires étrangères de la République fédérale du Nigeria, qui effectue une visite officielle en Thaïlande afin de renforcer les relations bilatérales et d'exprimer son soutien au Thailand Africa Initiative, lequel est en cohérence avec l'agenda 2063 de l'Union africaine ainsi qu'avec les priorités nationales du Nigeria et celles de la région africaine. Besides, the ministers of foreign affairs of Thailand and Nigeria will also witness the signing of memorandum of understanding between Kasetsart University and Africa Rice Center on research and development of local rice varieties in Africa. This cooperation is expected to contribute to food security in Africa and to tangible progress under the Thailand-Africa Initiative. Par ailleurs, les ministres des Affaires étrangères de Thaïlande et du Nigeria seront également témoins de la signature d'un protocole d'entente entre l'Université Kasetsart et l'Africa Rice Center sur la recherche et le développement des variétés de riz locales en Afrique. Cette coopération devrait contribuer à la sécurité alimentaire en Afrique et constituer un progrès concret dans le cadre du Thailand-Africa Initiative. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed to our today's event, may I kindly request all participants to stand up as we will now observe a 1-minute silence in memory of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother of the Kingdom of Thailand. Mesdames et messieurs, avant de poursuivre notre événement, je prie tous les participants de se lever afin d'observer 1 minute de silence à la mémoire de Sa Majesté la Reine Sirikit, Reine-Mère du Royaume de Thaïlande. Thank you very much. Merci. Ladies and gentlemen, in welcoming and in honor of the esteemed Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished delegates and colleagues from Africa, and on the occasion of the official accreditation of the first Thailand ambassador to the African Union in June this year, let me present to you all the anthem of the African Union, which will be performed by the choir of Triam Udom Siksa Patanakan High School, the winner of this year, the Colors of Africa 2025 chorus competition organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Thailand. Mesdames et messieurs, en l'honneur du ministre des Affaires étrangères de la République fédérale du Nigeria, des délégués distingués et de nos collègues venus d'Afrique, et à l'occasion de l'accréditation officielle de la première ambassadrice de Thaïlande auprès de l'Union africaine en juin de cette année, j'ai l'honneur de vous présenter l'hymne de l'Union africaine interprété par la chorale du lycée Triam Udom Siksa Patanakan, lauréate du concours Colors of Africa 2025, organisé par le ministère des Affaires étrangères de Thaïlande. Thank you very much. That was delightful. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite His Excellency Mr. Sihasak Phuongketkaew, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Kingdom of Thailand, on stage to deliver his remarks on the relaunching of the Thailand Africa Initiative. Mesdames et Messieurs, j'ai l'honneur d'inviter Son Excellence M. Sihasak Phuongketkaew, ministre des Affaires étrangères du Royaume de Thaïlande, à monter sur scène pour prononcer sa allocution sur la relance du Thailand Africa Initiative.
Your Excellency Yusof Tuka, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you all today, this evening. We are especially honored to have His Excellency Foreign Minister Yusof Tuka of Nigeria here with us. Today marks the relaunch of the Thailand Africa Initiative. It is an opportunity to reaffirm our long-standing friendship and to set a clearer direction for what we want to achieve together. Allow me to begin first with a personal reflection. We first launched the Thailand Africa Initiative in 2013 while I was serving as the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Even then, it was clear to me that Africa would become an increasingly important actor in global affairs. And Africa's rise has become even more evident today. Africa is home to some of the world's fastest growing economies and a market of 1.5 billion people, soon to become one of the largest consumer bases in the world. It is young, dynamic, and increasingly integrated into the global value chains. Yet, I must acknowledge that Thailand has not engaged with Africa to its full potential. The fact is that we have often looked through narrow lenses. In reality, Africa offers a much wider horizon of opportunity. This initiative is therefore a commitment to recalibrate our policies to match Thailand's foreign policy priorities with Africa's importance. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the relaunch of this initiative comes at a time of significant changes. The global order is under pressure. Geopolitical competition is narrowing the space for cooperation. New technologies and climate impacts are reshaping economic and security dynamics. In this context, countries of the global South are playing a more prominent role. Their voices, priorities, and solutions are increasingly essential to building a more inclusive international system. For Thailand, engaging in Africa is also part of a multi-directional Thai diplomacy. We must look outward, form new partnerships, and engage with regions that will shape the future global agenda. This relaunch Thailand Africa Initiative is built on 4 key pillars. The first pillar is political cooperation, stronger political ties, trust, and open doors for deeper engagement in every sector. Thailand intends to increase high-level exchanges with African countries. Such visits remain one of the most effective ways to enhance dialogue, address pending issues, and expressing commitments. We also seek stronger engagement with Africa's regional organizations. A significant step was taken this year when our ambassador to Ethiopia, with residence in Nairobi, presented credentials to the chairperson of the African Union Commission, marking the first time Thailand has been formally accredited to the African Union. This recognition lays a strong foundation for closer cooperation that aligns with the African Union's Agenda 2063. Beyond AU, Thailand aims to develop formal channels with the economic community of the West African nations, ECOWAS, the Southern African Development Community, SADC, and the Eastern African Community. These partnerships will allow us to identify priorities more systematically and pursue cooperation that is aligned with regional strategies. At the same time, Thailand sees strong value in expanding Africa's engagement with ASEAN. With Thailand's central position in Southeast Asia and our role as a founding member of ASEAN, we can serve as a gateway for Africa to connect with ASEAN's fast-growing markets. ASEAN's experience in integration and regional cooperation may also offer useful insights for Africa's regional initiatives. We stand ready to facilitate this dialogue and deepen Africa-ASEAN cooperation in a mutually reinforcing way. Thailand currently maintains 7 embassies and 14 honorary consulates across the African continent. We will continue to expand and strengthen our presence to support more consistent and meaningful engagement. And the second pillar is economic cooperation. Africa's economic landscape is evolving rapidly, and Thailand must play a more active role in this transformation in terms of enhancing our economic partnership. Although Thailand and Africa have significant economic potential, our trade volume remains relatively low, less than 2% of Thailand's global trade last year. This indicates substantial room for growth. Many Thai companies are already operating in Africa across energy, automotive manufacturing, hospitality, agriculture, fisheries, and infrastructure sectors. Their experience confirms that Africa offers real opportunities and long-term prospects. At the same time, Africa can benefit from Thailand's strength in manufacturing, logistics, medical services, and tourism. We must therefore expand our business networks, facilitate trade missions, and increase participation in trade exhibition, business matching on both sides. Thailand also sees values in exploring forward-looking international arrangements such as a possible free trade agreement with the Southern African Customs Union and eventually with other regional blocs and the African Continental Free Trade Area. Our economic partnership should be mutually beneficial, sustainable, and focus on sectors where both sides have demonstrated strengths. The third pillar is development cooperation, and I had quite an extensive discussion with the Foreign Minister of Nigeria today during lunch. I think this has long been a cornerstone of Thailand's engagement with Africa. Thailand has achieved notable progress on sustainable development goals, ranking first in ASEAN and third in the Asia-Pacific region. This experience gives us practical knowledge to share, particularly in areas such as sustainable agriculture, community development, public health, and human capital. Our approach is grounded in the sufficient economy philosophy, which emphasizes resilience, balance, and people-centered development. I believe this aligns closely with Africa's Agenda 2063. Over the past decade, more than 1,700 African officials and practitioners have participated in Thailand's capacity building programs through the Thailand International Cooperation Agency, TAICA. Many now hold senior roles in their country, forming an important network of cooperation. We have supported development projects across Africa, such as projects in Senegal, Burundi, sustainable community development projects in Benin, Lesotho, Mozambique, and Senegal, sustainable agriculture technology development in Kenya, and Thai language instruction in Nigeria. These initiatives demonstrate Thailand's consistent commitment to practical, on-the-ground cooperation, bringing opportunities for better livelihood to the people. This year, Thailand hosted the first Thailand-Africa Development Forum in May, followed by the second one taking place this week. The discussions from both meetings will guide the development of a regional development cooperation plan of action. This plan will convert dialogue into structured, implementable initiatives. Looking forward, Thailand will increase its development resources and deploy more experts. Our flagship sustainable agriculture technology development projects in Nigeria, Kenya, Mozambique, and Côte d'Ivoire will serve as regional hubs, enabling knowledge exchange and South-South cooperation. Importantly, Thailand sees strong potential in triangular cooperation with Egypt and Morocco, supported by regional expertise and networks. The fourth and last pillar concerns global strategic cooperation. Thailand and Africa share many common positions in multilateral fora. We support a rules-based international order, peaceful coexistence, and a global system that delivers fairness and opportunity for all regions. Thailand has long contributed to peacekeeping efforts in Africa. Our personnel have served in Burundi, Liberia, Namibia, South Africa, Sierra Leone, Sudan, and South Sudan. These deployments reflect Thailand's commitment to international peace and security. We also cooperate closely with African partners on global health. Together with member states of the Foreign Policy and Global Health Initiative, including South Africa and Senegal, Thailand helped advance our key UN resolutions on universal health coverage and continues to promote stronger global health system. Another key area of strategic cooperation is the fight against transnational organized crime, especially online scams and trafficking networks. These syndicates prey on vulnerable people, and many victims come from African nations, lured by false promises, exploited, and trapped in criminal operations that span multiple regions. This makes our cooperation not only relevant, but urgent. Thailand will host the International Conference on Global Partnership Against Online Scams next week, in cooperation with UNODC, and we regard Africa's participation is essential to shaping a coherent global response. At the regional level, we welcome South Africa and Morocco as ASEAN sectoral dialogue partners and stand ready to engage more African partners who see closer ties with ASEAN. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward, I want to emphasize an important principle. This initiative is not a one-way approach. It is not a one-way approach. Thailand is not here only to share our experience. We also want to listen. We want to hear Africa's perspectives on global issues, regional dynamics, and opportunities for engagement with Asia and the Pacific. We want to understand how Africa views cooperation with our region and where Thailand can serve as a bridge. This must be a partnership that grows through dialogue, mutual respect, and clear understanding of shared interests. The relaunch of the African Thai Initiative is a strategic decision. It reflects Thailand's intention to work with Africa in a more structured, consistent, and long-term manner. The 4 pillars I have mentioned provide a comprehensive framework for action. But a framework alone is not enough. What matters is implementation, follow-through, and the ability to adapt to new challenges as they arise. Thailand, on our part, stands ready to work with Africa in this spirit to open a new chapter in our ties, We are committed to wide-ranging cooperation. We are committed to sustained engagement. And we are committed to ensuring an enhanced partnership that produces concrete benefits for our peoples. I look forward to working closely with all of you to advance this vision. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. May I now invite His Excellency Mr. Yusuf Tuga, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on the stage to deliver his short remarks.
Your Excellency Sehasak Phuangkhet Kyaw, Foreign Minister of Thailand, Your Excellencies, members of delegations of African countries here present, heads of missions, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to join you here in Bangkok for the relaunch of the Thailand Africa Initiative, and I wish to express my deep appreciation to the government and people of Thailand for their warm hospitality and for their vision in strengthening ties with Africa. Today marks not just the renewal of a diplomatic framework, but the reaffirmation of a friendship that stretches across continents and cultures. The Thailand Africa Initiative is a bridge, one that connects our shared aspirations for peace, prosperity, and sustainable development. Africa, Thailand, and indeed Southeast Asia, by geography, may be separated, but we're united by common goals to build inclusive economies, to empower our people, and to ensure that growth is both equitable and enduring. This initiative is a testament to our determination to transform goodwill into tangible outcomes that uplift communities on both sides. Africa offers immense opportunities in agriculture, energy, technology, and human capital. Thailand brings to the table its expertise in innovation, manufacturing, and sustainable practices. Together, we can foster trade and investment, strengthen food security, and promote industrial collaboration. This partnership is not only about commerce, but also learning from one another, exchanging knowledge, and building capacity that will benefit generations to come. Equally important are the human connections that bind us. Educational exchanges, cultural diplomacy, and tourism will deepen our understanding of one another. By investing in our youth, we ensure that the next generation inherits a partnership that is vibrant, enduring, and transformative. And Africa does have perhaps the most youthful population on the planet. In this spirit, we must also recognize the role of our regional organizations. ASEAN and ECOWAS, and of course, all the other regional economic communities on the continent, on the African continent, are dynamic sub-regional economic blocs that embody the potential of South-South cooperation. By linking the experiences, harmonizing strategies, and fostering inter-regional dialogue, ASEAN, ECOWAS, and the other regional economic communities can serve as engines of innovation and resilience. Their cooperation can amplify the voices of the Global South, ensuring that our perspectives shape the global agenda and that our collective strengths are harnessed for shared prosperity. In a world facing climate change, pandemics, and economic uncertainty, no nation can succeed alone. No country is autarkic. Africa and Thailand must stand together, advocating for multilateralism, equity, and resilience. The launch of this initiative is a powerful reminder that cooperation across continents is not optional. It is essential. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest constraint on economic development is the lack of regional integration. Africa is surmounting that constraint through its regional economic communities and the African Continental Free Trade Area. A situation where Africa has only 2.5% of global exports, but 17% of the population is simply not acceptable. As we embark on this renewed journey, let us commit to making the Thailand Africa Initiative a beacon of collaboration and a model of South-South cooperation. May it bring prosperity to our peoples, strengthen our bonds, and inspire future generations to believe in the power of partnership. I thank you very much.